And here we go, guys. What's going on, guys? Oops. What's going on, guys? My name is Unknown68D, and welcome back to a brand new live stream. I hope you're all doing tremendously well on this very fine Saturday, and I hope you've all been having a wonderful summer so far. There's a lot of amazing things going on right now, especially with the release of Mario Maker 2 today. This actually might have not been the actual best day to stream, because so many people are going to be focusing their attention onto, Mario Maker 2 today. But that's okay. We already decided by you guys via the poll on Twitter. You guys have all decided that today is the day in which we are doing our very special 1,000 subscriber Q&A live stream. I think a few months. I think it's been like about 2 months. A little over. Actually, no, yeah, a little over 2 months since we actually hit 1,000 subscribers. Unfortunately, everything's just been pretty slow. A lot of stressful elements of my life so far, and all that. It's been just tremendously difficult to put out any content whatsoever. Been studying so much for exams. My summer actually has started quite recently. It hasn't even been a week into my summer vacation just yet. But, yeah, I hope you're all doing tremendously well, and I cannot wait to get started here with today's live stream. So let's hop into the chat to see how everybody's doing. And there we go. Let's see. Good watches to recipes. You can call me Bend Over. Very nice. Hey Carlos, hey Mr. Pretzel, hey Rita Villicien, is that how you'd like me to pronounce? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, sorry if I mispronounced any names here. It's just but I am indeed tremendously excited to begin today's live stream. So I really do hope that today can be quite a productive, fulfilling day for all of you guys. Hi GD Saturno, hi Pink Sheep 752. Welcome one and all to the live stream. Let us hop right into this. So I'm just going to be quickly just setting up how I would like things to be. Just give me one sec. Okay, I think this is good. This is probably the best that we're going to get, like so. Condense that, and yeah, I think we are finally ready to go. Alright, let me just quickly set up something like this, and then I just need to... Right there, it's perfect. Alright, let us get started here today, and here we go. This is basically what you guys are going to be seeing throughout the entire broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. So if I just minimize this, here we go. So you guys can see the live chat in the right corner of the screen, and as you can see, I am currently in a Mario editor of my own. This is not Mario Maker 2, but rather this is a fan game, Super Mario Bros. X, and I'm currently just going to be editing levels as I answer questions today. So hopefully you guys can see everything. As you can see also in the bottom left corner, we are currently answering YouTube questions. So for all of you guys who have currently have live questions on the Q&A, unfortunately I will not be getting to them quite yet, as I'm going to be answering all of the pre-asked questions first. So that means as you can see right here, I'm currently answering YouTube questions first. So I'm going to be going through my comments section and seeing what comments have been, what questions have been posed to me through the comments section of my 1,000 subscriber special. Next, then I'm going to be moving on to the Twitter questions that I put out, using the hashtag #Unknown68D. Everyone who answered questions there, those questions will be answered next. And then once I'm finished all that, I'll be free to answer any live questions that you guys have for however long we can. I'm not sure when I'll unfortunately have to go. It won't be for a while though, but yeah, that's pretty much going to be today's premise and today's live stream. And without further ado, let's hop right into this. So I hope that I want this to be a productive stream where I actually get some work done, but I also engage with you guys and answer questions as well. So I'm basically juggling 3 things at once. Be sure to wish me luck, okay? Alright, without further ado, let's get started here. Our first question comes from Pigfig Gamer, who says, "Congrats on 1K subs. You deserve it. Here are a few questions." So the first question that he asked is, do you think you'll hit 2K this year? Unfortunately, I really don't think that I will be able to hit 1K. I really don't think I'll be able to hit 2K this year. I think the growth has been just quite a little slow, in all honesty. Like, my channel hasn't really been growing exponentially in any regards there. It's really just been a lot of slow growth and a lot of progression. It's just been a little difficult for me, in all honesty, to actually get out content to gain quite a lot of subscribers. It's been quite a little difficult for me, and yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm just repeating myself here. But yeah, I honestly don't think I will be able to hit 2K. We'll probably grow just a little bit in terms of towards the end of the year. It's already been about half of the year, so unfortunately I don't think I will be able to grow exponentially. Definitely not to 2K. Probably just a few hundred more subscribers here and there. It's honestly, I don't think I'll be able to post enough content either. In all honesty, my day's just been my life has just been presumably getting busier and busier. So unfortunately, no. But I do believe that we will be able to grow in our subscriber count a little bit, probably a few hundred by the end of this year's end. Anyways, our next question here is, what's your favorite game? Now, this question, what's your favorite game? This is a question that unfortunately is quite difficult to answer, as it's really a question that it's really a question that's very subjective, and it's based on factors what games I've played on throughout my life. Because obviously I like games for different reasons. So because I like the games for different reasons, different genres of games. Like currently, the games I'm playing right now are Geometry Dash, Clash Royale, and Super Mario Bros. X at the current moment. But there's a lot of classic games that I really did like as well. So there's really no definitive answer for that, unfortunately. So let's see. So let's see what the next question is here. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really answer what my favorite game is. I just have a lot of different. I have just a lot of different answers for that. For example, my favorite platforming game. Yeah, for example, my favorite platforming game might be, I think definitely my favorite platforming game would have to be, I think probably Super Mario Bros. X, just because of the creative freedom that I grew up with. So this fan game is by far one of my favorite games, the one I'm playing right now, Super Mario Bros. X. It's, I've been pretty much just building just Mario levels for myself, and I've been finally able to formulate quite a substantial story mode as well. So that's really cool. In terms of racing games, I have to say, I guess I could go through the different genres. In terms of my racing game, I would have to say my favorite racing game is a game called Burnout 3 Takedown, in which that game is basically, it's basically a game that I played on the PlayStation 2. It was actually my first ever game that I actually released. It was not released. It was my first ever game that I actually ever played on an actual mainstream console. So pretty much it was a game in which you just drive what at the time were modern cars, because it's released in 2004. It's basically you just slam into cars and you race in busy downtown street areas, pretty much. You race on streets with other traffic, and you slam cars into other cars or into walls to get takedowns and to basically fill a boost meter. And then there was also a really intuitive crash mode as well, in which you basically drive into a junction, or a very busy intersection, and you pretty much just rack up as much monetary value in damages as you can. Basically, you can rack up over $1 million in certain junctions, and the more money in damages that you produce, the better your score is, essentially. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to be my favorite racing game. My favorite head-to-head combat game. I'm not a really fan of first-person or third-person shooters. I'm not sure what genre Clash Royale falls into, but that's basically my favorite game in terms of fighting 1v1. I would say it's a strategic overview combat game. I'm not even sure if that's a genre, but yeah, that's one of the games that's also another staple of mine. So yeah, and then Geometry Dash is a game in which it's basically just rhythm-based platforming. That's pretty much a close second in terms of Super Mario Bros. X, because it's just a rhythmic-based platformer in which it's basically auto-scrolling with a bunch of really unique and intricate elements. And what I've seen from the community is absolutely phenomenal. So that's pretty much how I could answer my favorite game the best. Up next is what is my favorite food. My favorite food, it definitely has to be a tie between pasta, any type of pasta dish, or broccoli. I love broccoli, contrary to what most people think about broccoli. It's really one of my favorite vegetables, and it really has been ever since the beginning of my childhood. So, pretty much with broccoli, I would always have dishes, especially combining broccoli with pasta together, like, for example, pasta with tomato sauce is definitely a hardcore staple, because I am of an Italian heritage. I basically come from an Italian background, even though I am Canadian. And, yeah, it's one of my favorite dishes, basically pasta with sauce, especially with meatballs and grated cheese, delicious. And my other favorite dish is broccoli with pasta, which basically, there's spaghetti, cut into very short strips. Then there is also broccoli and potatoes as well, actually. And that was just so good of a dish, and it made me really feel good when I finished eating as well. It's one of, yeah, so those are one of my absolute all-time favorite dishes. So, yeah, that's pretty much the answer to that question. And, up next, what is my favorite drink? I'm not entirely sure right now. I definitely say it has to be some type of, fizzy drink. I'm not a sugar addict by any means, although I do love chocolates. That's my favorite dessert, by the way. But anyways, what's my favorite drink? It definitely has to be something that's carbonated. It's definitely either a tie between club soda or ginger ale. And that's pretty much because I'd say club soda is a little bit more of the healthier option, in which basically I love drinking fizzy drinks because it helps me digest, and therefore it helps me digest and therefore calms my anxiety, because I personally do have some food anxieties myself. And in all honesty, food anxieties have just plagued me for a big portion of my life, unfortunately. So I've unfortunately not had a lot of enjoyments eating food, but yeah, it definitely helps me to digest, and I've just loved those drinks because it pretty much it goes really well with my food, and I don't feel full for long afterwards. Because fizzy drinks, they help you burp. I'm not sure how to word this exactly, but it essentially helps you out in terms of digestion, pretty much, and you don't feel full for long after you eat. Alright, and that's pretty much it. He also says congratulations for hitting 1K, and yeah, thank you, PigFig Gamer, for sending in your questions. Up next is Zach Green, who says, what editing software do you use? I use iMovie. iMovie has just been pretty much my only accessible free editing software. It's pretty good. It's not the best. I think the only real issue or limitation I have with iMovie is that it edits, and you can only edit in 2 layers, pretty much. So you can only have one video or image on top of another video, and that's it. You can't have multiple images or layers. So that's a bit of a limitation there, but yeah, but it's been pretty cool. So that's okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to do my best with editing, but like level editing as well, but it's just not working. I really do want to just focus on the questions. But yeah, so yeah, so that's pretty much the question there. It's iMovie. iMovie is my editing software. Do you take inspiration from YouTube channels like GD Colon, GD Juniper, and Red Husey? Definitely GD Colon and GD Juniper, especially Juniper, actually, because she was basically, obviously I do take inspiration from her, because she is primarily the reason that my channel ever gained any traction. My presence in the community is really essentially because of her and her community, pretty much. So yeah, I definitely take inspiration from them. In fact, I remember when I was doing a shoutouts for Juniper and at the time Jaden, I literally learned how to keyframe specifically specifically just for them, pretty much. So it was just a really cool experience in which, like, I learned editing skills, and I really just tried to impress them, because they had some great editing, and I really wanted to learn a little bit more myself. But yeah, it was really to try to just give a great first impression, you know? Anyways, that's pretty much the answer to that. So I do take inspiration from, yeah, not so much Red Husey, although I really do respect him as a YouTuber. GD Colon is another person I take heavy inspiration from, especially in terms of, I think more mechanical gameplay elements, especially in the GD editor, and, he does basically a lot of creation and programming and editors as well. So yeah, I do take inspiration from, Colon and Juniper more so than Red Husey. Have you ever decided if you're ever going to do a face reveal? Unfortunately, no, I have not, because I'm not really sure if I'm ready to put my face on the internet. It's really a big decision that you have to take into account. So it's really something that's it's really something that's I have to take a long time to think about. It's really not that easy. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be doing it anytime soon. Unfortunately, how did you come up with your name? Okay, so this story is one that this story is definitely one that I definitely can go into great lengths about, and I will actually. So pretty much the way I obtained my name, the way I created it, was basically it all started out from the stemming of basically when I started to feel heavy anxiety, heavy loneliness throughout my life, and it was just a tremendously difficult it was such a tremendously difficult time in my life. I think that's pretty much when I came up with my name. And basically, I had a difficult time socially interacting. I had a difficult time making friends as well. And yeah, I pretty much didn't have many people to talk to. I felt quite lonely, anxious as well. Not depressed, thankfully, but just anxious and lonely as well. And I was always pressured to make friends as well. That was another factor. And I think pretty much I wanted to just find an escape. I wanted to find a cool way to express my loneliness, actually. So I wanted to find like a cool, mysterious, and hip way, if you will, in which I would demonstrate how I would demonstrate my name, pretty much. So, pretty much what I decided to do was, I came up with the name Unknown because I interpreted at the time was not many people know me, but that's where I gained my strength, because practically no one knows me, so I'm quite mysterious. I can be a powerful and positive influence, but many people won't know about it, and that's the way that I'd like to do it. So retain also a sense of humbleness as well. So that's pretty much how I came up with my name. But obviously I couldn't just choose Unknown, because I obviously just couldn't choose Unknown, because it's definitely one of those names that you definitely need to add something a little extra to make it more unique for yourself. 68, so pretty much what I came up with is the number 68, because it sounded like a cool number, and I could say Unknown68 or Unknown68, and that actually was my full name at the time. It was just Unknown space 68, and then with smileys in the front and the back, because Unknown68 was taken. Eventually, though, I decided that it wasn't unique enough, and I started seeing some Unknown68s here and there, so I needed to think, how can I make my name just that little bit more unique, so that it's authentic to my own, and no one else has that name? What I did was I just added a D at the end. Essentially, the letter D, I'll let you guys know this now, the letter D is actually the first letter of my name, because yeah, the letter D is the actual first letter of my name. So basically what I've decided to do is just incorporate that all together, and Unknown680 is the result. And I think it's a well-rounded name, especially with the capital U at the beginning and a capital D at the end. I think it just looks very nice, professional, and clean, and it's something that I'm very proud of to this day. And it's a name that I'm very proud of to this day. So that's pretty much how I came up with my name. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Definitely, by far, GD Juniper. For reasons I mentioned before, definitely beyond the scope of a YouTuber. In terms of content, she posts really amazing content. She's been quite busy recently, but she will always be my she's been quite busy recently, and I'm very happy for her in all regards. And yeah, she posted a lot of great and very interesting and intuitive content throughout her time on YouTube, and I've been grown to really like it. I definitely took inspiration from her, and that's definitely what makes her my favorite. My favorite video game, I already answered in the Pig's comments, and that's pretty much it. Congratulations on hitting 1K once again, and I'm super proud of you. Thank you so much, Zach Green. Up next, I'm not sure where my next question is. I'm scrolling now. Let me see where the next comment is. There it is, from Murdoch Wong, who says, "Congratulations on hitting 1K Unknown. I cannot believe how the heck you can do this, but you just did it with great determination and finally succeeded. This for you is definitely a great success, and once again, I congratulate you for hitting 1K. I don't know how I can continue to type for so long that it would be the same length as this video. So let me ask a few questions for your Q&A. Question 1. How do you think about the future of this channel? So what do I think about the future of this channel? Unfortunately, I don't really see, as the days progress, I don't see a lot of potential for my channel anymore. And it's not because I've lost motivation or anything. There's actually quite a lot I want to do and showcase to you guys. It's just life's been getting so much more busier, and like the pressures of especially my parents. The pressures of my parents have been quite increasingly stagnant. They want me to work more hours. They want me to focus more on school. They have some pretty high expectations of me, and also to get out of the house and socialize more. So basically, they want me off my computer more so of the time. Essentially, is their main goal. So unfortunately, because I want to continue pursuing this channel, it does take a lot of time, and unfortunately, it doesn't align with in the way YouTube's in the direction YouTube has presumably been heading, and then also just the pressures of real life as well. So unfortunately, I don't really think there's as much of a future of this in this channel as I thought, but I'll continue to post content anyway until I decide officially not to, I guess. Anything planned for the future? Definitely in terms of YouTube, I would like to finish off my. I would definitely like to finish off my Scribblenauts Unlimited Let's Plays. I only got 5 episodes in, and then I stopped for so long. I really do want to finish that Let's Play, but that takes a lot of time. And anything planned for the future? Currently the project I'm working on right now, or lack of working right now, because I've been talking this whole time. But yeah, pretty much what I've been doing here is basically I'm working on my I'm basically working on a full 8-world Super Mario fan game, pretty much, which it's not a fan game. Like, I'm working in the level editor of a fan game, and I want to release an episode for it. And right now I'm almost 7 worlds complete. So I almost have 7 worlds complete, and I plan to finish off those last 2, and I really hope I can release those to the public. So yeah, that's pretty much there. That's pretty much what I have planned for the future. In terms of finishing off Let's Plays, hopefully I can go back to finishing off the gauntlets as well in GD. But yeah. And in terms of Clash Royale, honestly, I'm starting to get a little out of the Clash Royale content, because it's honestly a game in which you have to be much more relevant to the times. Pretty much, like, you have to make a video, and you pretty much have to make a video, and you have to release it practically right away. Oh, this is big. This is big. I did not expect this. Just give me a second. There we go. So that's pretty much it there. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much what I have planned for the future. What's your favorite video you've made so far? I'm not entirely sure which video is my absolute favorite. The one I think put the most effort into was my Space Lock video. I literally went all out, basically, because I was streaming my very first ever demon. It was really such a proud moment for me, and I really wanted to make a great impression, because that was a phenomenal stream, and I basically turned the stream into a very heavily edited video that's over an hour long and has a substantial amount of edits. Basically, it's just amazing moments from all there. So that's pretty much what I would say is one of my favorite videos that I've ever made. And that's pretty much all you can think of, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, and that is it from Murdoch Wong. Up next is actually GD Juniper herself, pretty much. So what she says: congrats. Here are my questions. What are some interesting facts about you that we might not know yet? In terms of fun facts or interesting facts, I don't really have much off the top of my head, but I do have one. Basically, I actually have 2 different colored eyes, believe it or not. Or at least I used to, according to according to my family, and I've been kind of noticing it myself. I actually have two slightly different colored eyes, and one has a shade of a slightly darker shade of brown than the other, and also my vision isn't the same in both eyes. My left eye is definitely worse than my right, so I have to get special prescription glasses to basically even all that out, pretty much, so I can see my normal peripheral vision. But yeah, that's pretty much the only fun fact that I can think of for now. I also have, I think, people say I have a birthmark in my eye, or just like my eye has some spots as well. Pretty much, like some interesting spots. It's not anything dangerous or lethal or anything. It's just how I was born, I believe. I believe it's like that. But yeah. Also, I think I'm really just talking about like the way my the way my body deformalities. I don't know if I wanted to steer in that direction, but here we are as well. And then also on my fingers, on two of my fingers on my right hand, I actually have some permanent burn marks as well. One when I touched a fireplace, I believe, and another I touched a stove when I was really young. So yeah, that was pretty much I honestly don't remember that at all, but that's what I've been told. But yeah, and that's pretty much it in terms of fun facts about me. I'm not sure if there's any personal hobbies that I'm very interested in. Yeah, that's pretty much some, like, in terms of what other facts people might not know about me. That's pretty much it. There's no personal qualities that I would say. Maybe I could also say that even though I think what I can say also mentally is that even though I showcase a lot of positivity and wanted to show a lot of love, I definitely have a lot of mental, I don't want to say illnesses, just some mental, I have some mental instabilities of my own at times as well. It's very important to discuss the topic of mental health. I'm not always positive and upbeat in my everyday life. At times, like I mentioned before, I do really get incredibly anxious at times, and honestly, life can be just really hard for me. I sometimes talk to myself as well, and yeah, I basically just talk to myself. I vent to myself pretty much offline. I keep this all offline because I don't like to put that on the internet. But yeah, that's pretty much that last fact that some people may not know about me. And then her next question is, how does it feel to be so well known for your positivity? Oh, I don't know what happened there. So basically how it feels to be really well known for my positivity. It's phenomenal, in all honesty. I never even considered myself to have positive qualities before I met Junie as well, in all honesty, because pretty much, yeah, just I never associated myself with positivity. And it was really something that is absolutely amazing to me, and it's to be well known and well respected by so many people, and to bring light into lives where people need it the most. It's just it's really amazing. I'm glad I can do so much more. Like, initially I started off as a gaming channel, but it's expanded to way more than just that. It's expanded way beyond just that. So that's really cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of being well known for my positivity. I'm very glad I was able to just do more than just gaming. I think also I would like to say that it's very important to do more, like, use your talents and special gifts that you have for basically the good of society, the good of the community around you, and the good of yourself as well. It's very important to try to be the best person that you can possibly be, and and the best way to do that is to express yourself through ways in which you love. Because I love games. How can you have to think to yourself, how do I turn my talents not only into a profitable career, if that's possible, which it often is, but also how can I use my gifts to benefit the way to benefit other people, especially people who post content regularly. That content goes on to help pretty much actually go as far as to save people's lives, because it pretty much gives them an incentive to continue making content, to keep pushing yourself forward, to becoming a better person each and every day, both viewer and creator. I'm speaking of this in terms of a YouTube context, but this can pretty much be applied to anywhere. It's to be well known for being so positive. I really wouldn't have this any other way. I would not change the way that my reputation has become for the world. Pretty much, it's been an absolutely phenomenal ride. So thank you so much, GD Juniper. Thank you so much for everything that you always do for me each and every day. I'm gonna be testing this actually right now. But yeah, thank you so much, Juniper. I would not be here without you. You're the reason. You are the primary reason why so many people view me for me and for my positivity. Alright, up next is another question that I have. I'm not sure exactly where this is. Alright, first of all, let me just we'll take a brief intermission to test this out. So if I just do this, the graphics here don't load. Ooh, that was wrong. Alright, let me try that again. Ooh, let me test this. Like this literally could take like a few minutes, but I've just been really into other things. I've just been really focusing on engaging in the stream. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to do. I don't know why it took that long, but anyways, that is pretty much it. And I will search for my next set of questions. I'm just gonna quickly look through all my YouTube comments as well, one last time to see if there's any more questions. Let me see. So that's there. That's good there. I think I might check my images as well. So those are my questions there. I know Artistalist commented a very heartfelt message. Way too long for me to read on stream. But yeah, she definitely asked questions on Twitter, so I will be heading there soon as well. A bunch of nice comments, a bunch of congratulations. I'm not sure, though. I think I answered all the sets. I think there were 5. There was Pig Big Gamer. There's Zach Green. I missed one there. Alright, so the Ender Miner, he basically asks... So let me just play the music again. He basically asks, what's your favorite letter of the color spectrum? People like to answer this in a joking context, but I want to answer this in a very clever and profound way. I'm not sure. Favorite letter of the color spectrum? I would say definitely, honestly, you know what? The best answer to that is definitely, my answer is Blue Pipe. Blue Pipes are absolutely amazing, and they definitely need a lot more awareness in Mario Maker 2. There we go. That's a good one. There we go. That's a good answer, right? Blue Pipe? Hashtag Blue Pipe awareness. Can we get that in the chat, please? Because blue is, in all honesty, my favorite color, and we don't see enough of those pipes, and I absolutely love pipes in the Mario series. Like, we get green, we got red, I gotta set the message. To one-up house. Alright, and I'm just not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure how to rename this to World 2 one-up house. I really don't even need to have this. But, yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna quickly try to find it. I am not sure where to go to rename that level. I'm still kind of new to this editor. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's fine though. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just move on to the next one. But yeah, it took me half an hour to change one-ups into one house, and now I gotta go to the next one. Alright, there we go. And here we go up next. Here we go. Blue Pipe awareness in the chat. Thank you. Pink Sheep and Phoebe. I believe that's how you pronounce that. And yeah. Let me just check if there's any more questions. I think I got all of them, actually, yeah. I think I got all of them. So I'm gonna just quickly hop into OBS, and I'm going to quickly switch out for Twitter. So I'm going to be just editing this, and I'll just edit it here. It's fine. Or actually, no, I'll just, that's good. And now I just need to change the text here. Properties, currently answering Twitter questions. And there are quite a few Twitter questions. Let me just, set the color. Let's do a nice, this color should be good, right? Yeah, I like that. Perfect. So now we're going to be moving on from YouTube to Twitter. Let's get into it, shall we? I gotta just search up the hashtag #Unknown68D, and yeah, once I finish answering the Twitter questions, I hope to be a little more productive in terms of ooh, did not mean to go there. Discard that. But yeah, let's see if we search up hashtag #Unknown68D. Let me just search up that hashtag to see what questions have been asked. There we go. So if I go to ask, there we go. Let's see what's searched up. Okay, so we have quite a few questions here. I'll start from the bottom and work my way to the top. First, Insanity asked, at Insanity __ asked, how did you consider starting YouTube, and what is your opinion about me? So how I consider starting YouTube was definitely because I took inspiration from not so much Juniper at the time, because I already made my channel. I already made my channel before I even knew who she was. So yeah, it wasn't necessarily from her, but she inspired me to keep going, and she definitely helped. She helped to basically boost my presence and worthiness, and basically what I can do as a person. So pretty much but pretty much how I considered starting YouTube was, at the time, I was really interested in Geometry Dash level videos, kind of like EVW, Eric Van Wilderman, how he did his demon videos at the time. I loved that layout of demon. I'd love to just record, give my reactions to demons, pretty much just try to beat a demon, and I pretty much go do a practice mode run, then a normal mode run, beat the level, get excited, and yeah, that was pretty much the whole premise of one of those videos. So, and then conversely, I was also into Clash Royale at the time, and basically in Clash Royale, the way you would do a video normally is you'd basically get a deck, basically a combination of cards, or a special event of some sort. Then you just play a bunch of matches and just try to win and give your live commentary on every single one of those matches, pretty much. And then there's also those special videos in which, you basically try to get as many troops down as possible, try to just, or just have fun with, yeah, it's pretty much either to be competitive or just have fun, pretty much. And that was pretty much how I considered starting YouTube, in all honesty. And it was pretty much, I gained inspiration from various Clash Royale YouTubers, and yeah, that's pretty much here, and pretty much here we are today now. And now my inspiration to continue doing YouTube is starting to shift a bit. I love playing Clash Royale as much as ever, although I'm not really into making content for it anymore, for reasons I mentioned before. Hopefully GD will always stick around, but I really do want to start getting into Mario and much more of the Nintendo aspects again, because Nintendo I loved growing up, and that's why that's pretty much the direction which I'd continue my channel as well. So that's pretty much how I started YouTube, and now what is your opinion about me? I think you're absolutely amazing, Insanity. You're one of my greatest friends in the community. Unfortunately, it's been just very difficult to, just in general, because I no longer have that set focal point in my server where everyone can speak to each other again. We've kind of been a little segregated. We've been a little dispersed, and there's no real place where all of us can come together to chat or hang out, pretty much. So unfortunately, I can't really give an avid opinion on practically anyone as much as I used to. But in the time in the time we were in the server, it's been absolutely amazing. It's been an absolutely amazing experience. You've been one of my lifelong server's lifelong friends, and yeah, you've been an active member, an avid member, and you've basically you've been pretty much there for a majority of the time, and because your contributions to the server will never be forgotten. It was been an amazing experience with you, Insanity. And yeah, that's pretty much it for his question. Up next is... Okay, up next we have an entire thread from Artista List at Uneven Alyssa. And then she has an alternate account where those two names are basically flipped as well. Fun fact. Sorry, I just need to concentrate a bit. Once again, it's just very difficult to concentrate and commentate at the same time. So let me just do that, and then I just have to move this there. Anyways, oh, shoot. You know what, in all honesty, I think I'm going to kind of take a different approach to, editing. Like, this is getting very, taxing on my brain. In all honesty, I can't really concentrate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit a different level, essentially. So I'm just going to open up a different level, and we're just going to be continuing as normal. Nothing for you guys to worry about. This should be a lot easier to manage, because it's not much of intricate layer naming. Now we get a different change of atmosphere and a different change of pace as well. Hopefully it'll be really cool. So anyways, though, let us continue on. Pretty much, up next is, she says, in several of your videos and messages, you seem to have alluded to a time where you were not as positive or confident as you are now. That is indeed very tremendously true. And, I don't doubt what you say, I just find it hard to believe. And then, how did you turn from being unconfident in yourself and the impact you would have to being such an optimistic person who knows that even the littlest things can make a big difference? How long did your positivity journey take you? Alright, so we have a very multi-layered question here, actually. We have a very multi-layered question here. So, the way she basically starts with how did you turn from being unconfident in yourself and the impact you would have to being such an optimistic person who knows that even the littlest things can make a big difference? How did I go unconfident? How did I basically get my boost in confidence? Pretty much the way I did was basically through, as I mentioned before, Juniper and her community and everyone, and pretty much just when I think, to explain in more detail, how I gained confidence was actually by gaining experience in helping people in basically her Discord servers, pretty much. It was there where I was actually exposed to meeting people of similar interests to me and similar goals, pretty much. What we like to get out of life, pretty much, and what we like to do with our lives. It was very similar, so I felt at ease there, and I also wanted to start helping and supporting those in need, and really, it was through the internet. It was the only way in which I felt confidence towards anything. It was my first place where I ever found a place. It was pretty much the only time where I ever found a place for myself in a community of any kind. And yeah, it was through there that I was able to gain a lot more confidence and experience in myself. And it was just through helping, especially #Serious was a channel that existed, in which basically you could, basically vent yourself and your personal dilemmas, issues, concerns, difficulties that you're facing. And yeah, it was just a really cool experience, helping out people. It did get a little, mentally taxing, and a little, mentally difficult, straining at times, is probably the best word to use there. And, yeah, it's been just a phenomenal experience, and I really hope that, it helped out a lot of people. That was pretty much how I gained confidence in myself, and through there, I started to gain a reputation as well for being positive and kind, because pretty much, it all started, I just wanted to help people, essentially, and, that basically stemmed into something much, much greater, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. So, that's pretty much to answer that question. How long did my positivity journey take you? Well, it was pretty much as long as, I would say, honestly, a few months, actually. Yeah, pretty much just a few months. Pretty much the summer of, it was pretty much 2, 3, or 4 months when everything became solidified. And from there, everything just took off. Especially when I spoke in Flub server quite a lot of the time. that was a very interesting experience. It was a great experience. It was a great community. Unfortunately, I don't really speak there anymore, or I don't even speak on Discord in general all that much either. In all honesty, I wish I did a little more though. So, yeah, that's pretty much how long my positivity journey took me. About 2 to 4 months, anywhere around there. Are you as positive in real life as you are online? Unfortunately, not nearly as much, because honestly, it's just honestly, the people in my real life don't often, not as much as online, they don't really bring out the best in me. It's just, I don't feel, I feel honestly quite worried a lot of the time. I'm a lot more anxious in real life. I don't show any of that online, because it's all just personal matters that I don't want to bring into real life, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, I'm not as positive in real life as I am online. It's a little unfortunate, but, it is what it is, and at least I'm able to express my positivity in some way, shape, or form. And that's pretty much it for that question. Up next is, how do you always manage to think of new and flavorful sentences to add to your paragraphs without them getting repetitive? Also, how do you know all these unique words to use? And then, how do you type or talk for a long time without running out of breath or your fingers getting tired? Please teach me to write and speak like you, Sensei XD. So, this is in terms of just how I've been, in addition to helping people out, I take the time out of my day. I basically take the time to write out an entire fully fledged, or multiple paragraphs for that matter, to basically help out other people, and pretty much I just give out all my thoughts, and it pretty much all just comes with practice. I've always been quite formal, and I've always been able to retain all the language that I've learned throughout my life, and that's pretty much how it's all helped me out, in all honesty. And basically, through that knowledge, I was able to, basically with practice as well, basically it's a different type of style of writing. Basically, I need to write in such a way that it attracts the attention, but also to be profound and descriptive as well, and above all, helpful too. And yeah, that was pretty much, that was pretty much what I decided to do there. And basically, it all just came with practice. Then in terms of sentence structuring and how you come up with all of these unique words, I believe you're referring to specifically my adjectives, in which basically what I like to do is just think of any positive adjective that you could ever think of. Think of all the positive adjectives that you possibly can. And that's pretty much it. And you think of positive adjectives like phenomenal, amazing, fantastic, wonderful, marvelous. You just continue to use those. And then you also, basically I like to use alliteration as well. If I can come up with an adjective that follows the next word, like if F is the first letter of two specific words that are really cool, like maybe it felt like, say, Victorious Video. It's not the best example, but it was one of those that, it was pretty much, basically, you need to have your sentence structure flowing as avidly and as great as possible, and yeah, it's pretty much all it comes with practice. Over time, you develop more adjectives, you develop your language, and it becomes a cakewalk, in all honesty. And, let's see, how do you type or talk for such a long time without running out of breath or your fingers getting tired? Okay, that statement that you made, that is a bold statement, Artistilus, because when I talk, I'm literally running out of breath right now. In fact, I'm literally going to take a water break. Let's go on a second. And it's been pretty much, yeah, I've run out of breath quite a lot. I think even in a video I did on Brawl Stars 2 summers back, I literally said at the end of the video, my voice is killing me, and pretty much I had to take multiple water breaks throughout the video, because I speak with so much passion and vigorous energy. It gets a little tricky at times, in all honesty. So that pretty much answers there. But type or talk without running out of breath or your fingers getting tired. It's not so much my fingers don't get tired when I type. It's much rather, in all honesty, just thinking about what to say. Like, I stress myself out because I don't know what to say at times. It gets a little tricky for me at times to think about what to say. My fingers don't really get tired though. And that's pretty much it for her third question. And now her fourth question: what do your parents think of you? Unfortunately, I don't know if that's a question I'm comfortable answering on stream. They do, what I can say though is that they do acknowledge that I do phenomenal. No, I don't want to say phenomenal. That's a little boastful. Yeah, not the right word used. I try my absolute hardest in school, and I try to get the best grades that I can. They acknowledge that. They believe I'm not as social. I'm not really social, and I'm not really knowledgeable of the real world as I honestly could be. And they really will just want me, like, they really just think of me as just someone who has a lot of potential, and basically they encourage me to break out of my shell a lot of the times. I personally think I've done great thus far, maybe through the internet. I think they want me to break out of my shell into the real world much more so than the internet. I also think they're just tolerant of what I basically do, and I kind of wish they understood a little more, but unfortunately that is not the case. But it's alright. My parents think of me as just an avid and hard worker who has a great potential for a great future, but just basically I have some work to do is what they essentially think. But yeah, they love me and they appreciate me and they respect me at the end of the day. Anyways, when you said you were a middle child, were you actually saying you have older and younger siblings, or are you an only child? Since be the firstborn, that probably got cut off a bit. Firstborn, middle child, and baby of the family at the same time. I actually do have an older and younger sibling. That is actually what I particularly meant by that. Actually, yeah, that's pretty much what it was essentially. Yeah, I have an older sister and a younger brother as well. So that's pretty much how I'm classified as a middle child. I am a middle child of 3. If you have siblings, what are they like? I don't see /hear/see you talk about them. If you don't have siblings, ignore this last part. I do have siblings. I could talk about my older sister first. She's in university right now, and she's basically in university. There's not much I can say there because I'm coming close to I'm gonna start my last year of high school in September. She's basically in university. She's working, and she's doing basically doing her best. And then my younger brother is around the age. No, I'm not gonna say ages, but my younger brother, he's around that phase where he's basically learning and he's continuing to grow up. Basically learning and continuing to grow up. But yeah. What are they like? Yeah, they're quite alright. And there's not much I can say there. Up next is question 7. I was not involved in Juniper's community during the closet. I remember those times, the closet. So yeah, it's getting a little difficult to concentrate. I'm not getting much done this stream, but that's okay. This stream is primarily dedicated to answering questions as well, so that's okay. Let me just go to here. This is a lot easier though than the Toad houses. The problem is you have to consciously think about editing the level and answering questions as well. It's very difficult to manage. Up next though is I was not involved in Juniper's community during the closet household era. What was the community like at the time? / what was your experience in those servers? Do you have any specific memories from those times? Unfortunately, I don't have specific memories from those times per se, but rather it's something that's at the time, it was quite great. I did quite love it. Did quite love it a whole lot. I did quite, yeah, I did quite love it a whole lot. And yeah, it was just a really cool experience. And a lot of times, there's no specific memories that I remember off the top of my head. I was able to support, and as I mentioned before, I was able to support people who were in need on Juniper's server. It could quite out of hand, a lot of the times. Like, people said they were getting sick, anxious. Like, a lot of people had online panic attacks and meltdowns, and honestly, I have those quite a lot of the time as well. Just, I never posted it on Discord. Sometimes it was a little scary. Sometimes it was absolutely great. There was some phenomenal moments. But yeah, I think I've kind of just grown out of touch with the Discord culture is pretty much what I have to say there. So, that's pretty much it for that question. And specific memories, unfortunately, I can't recall any from the top of my head. I remember more so DMs, I would say. A little more than specific memories in the Discord server. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Specific memories, maybe the only memories I can think of are just when I became a staff member in specific servers. So that was quite a phenomenal experience as well, and I would not change that for the world either. Then that was pretty much it in terms of my experiences on Discord, pretty much. And that is pretty much it in terms of that. Up next is any favorite memories from Unknown Territory? Favorite memories? Definitely, I would have to say the first day of Unknown Territory was quite phenomenal, because it was that day in which, like, a lot of there was so many people heading over to my server on the first day, and it was just an absolutely phenomenal experience. I absolutely loved it, pretty much. I absolutely loved it, and I would not ever change that for the world either. That was an absolutely phenomenal experience. And after that, I think the first few months of Unknown Territory were very amazing, but unfortunately, after that, like, things started heading downhill quite rapidly from there. Any favorite memories? Definitely, I think nothing post after last summer. During this time last year to now, unfortunately, not many great memories with the server, but before that, it was absolutely phenomenal. Everyone was so nice, everyone was so friendly. Basically, all the channels were being used quite substantially, except for GD level requests, but still, people were talking about GD a lot, people were talking about Clash Royale a lot, in the appropriate channels, and then general discussion was always just a great time, and we were able to successfully help a lot of people out in the serious channel as well. Unfortunately, as I mentioned before, after that, things kind of went downhill from there, and it was never the same. I won't go into detail there, because it still traumatizes me up until this day. Unfortunately. Sorry if that sounds a little extreme, but it is the truth, so that's pretty much it. Up next is what is your job and is your job and your life going well? It is going quite well. I did quite well in this last semester. My job is people respect me quite a lot in my job. I cannot complain in the slightest in terms of how I'm treated in the workplace. I am a dishwasher, but it's the dishwasher. I'm a dishwasher, but it's in a family-owned business, so pretty much everyone loves and respects everybody a lot more than just a regular establishment would, and so that's always nice. And that's pretty much it in terms of that. And that's the end of that question. And my life is going quite well. I'm going to be doing summer school quite soon as well, so unfortunately, I think after this stream, there won't be quite a lot of content for a little while, and yeah, as I mentioned before, the state of my channel is not as great as it used to be, because my life's just getting busier and busier. So I'm putting my priorities and my focus on other things a lot more so. A lot more so. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that question, and 11 is any favorite memories of me? Okay, I'm not that self-centered. I mean, really, you can just say anything you want about your community in general. If you want to say something about me, I don't know. But yeah, Artistalist, overall, you're an absolutely phenomenal person, and I'm really happy that we share our passion for contributing to make the internet, particularly, a better place. Pretty much, like, the fact that you're so openly honest and just caring and loving and sweet. We all love you so much, Artistalist, that we thank you for absolutely everything you do, and yeah, it's been a very phenomenal experience with you, just overall. No particular memories, just overall, an overall amazing memory. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say there. And finally, I literally had to type this whole thing because my computer shut down. Ooh. Okay, so I think there was one more question. I'm not sure where. I believe I remember she had a question where she wanted to talk about, it was just a hangout question as well. Like, I can't quite remember, unfortunately, but that's okay. I pretty much, basically, I think she also asked a question regarding, she asked a question regarding, like, does she want a voice call or, hang out a little more? Definitely, if there's any opportunity to do so, I'd absolutely love to connect with you and, a lot of other people who I have met in the community, especially in the chat right now. I've not acknowledged the chat at all this stream. I am so sorry. That's probably why people are discouraged to chat, but yeah. Thank you for, coming, I think, let me see where a blue pipe aware. Let me see. I checked the chat last time when, blue pipe awareness was, a thing there. Yeah, it's been kind of a slow chat today, but that's alright, because I'm focusing a lot more on the questions as well. Let me see, though. Yeah, Blue Pipe Awareness, and yeah. Welcome, Mr. Pretzel's here, Lightning Flash as well. Thank you guys for, sticking here as well. Yeah, I basically like to talk to all of you guys a lot more. Once again, with the lack of foundation, honestly, with the lack of foundation, or the lack of focal points in our community, it's been just, quite difficult overall. But yeah, I really do hope that, we'll be able to hang out and, chat a lot more, pretty much. And it's going to be just an absolutely phenomenal experience. I really do hope. Anyways. And that's pretty much all that, Artistalist has to ask. And, up next is, this person who's, mind you guess, PoopleGen4, at PoopleGen4. He asks, can I add you? My other account once had you, but my account got deleted, thanks. That's a much more of a question that, we can talk to privately if you'd like to DM me. My tag, in case you don't know, is Unknown68D, #0308. So you can pretty much just let me know there. This is much more of a personal matter than a Q&A, but yeah. I'll definitely speak to you. I'll definitely talk to you about that. Maybe most likely will. And last but not least is from Starry Galaxy as well, and he asks a couple things. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm not sure like a specific occupation of any kind, but definitely some type of basically I have an avid interest in computers and technology, and I hope to do something. I hope to do something there. Yeah, I hope to do something productive in technology. I'm very into mathematics as well. And science, I think science is honestly just an on and off relationship in terms of that. It's been a little tricky to get some content. Well, no, not content. Physics has been, especially physics is my favorite science, although I finished it and it was quite good. The thing is, in, these subjects I want to like so much, and I often do at times, it's difficult, in which I get stressed out over the difficulty of them, because it's something I'm very passionate about. It's that mixed relationship, you know? Favorite food I already asked. Are you ready to finish school? I'm ready for my final year, and are you ready to finish school? I assume you mean graduate high school? Yeah, I'm not. I was much more excited to finish off elementary school because I was getting sick and tired of the system much earlier on. I didn't like recess anymore, and after that, I pretty much just didn't I pretty much just didn't want to partake in the school environment anymore. And that was pretty much it in terms of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of finishing school. Yeah, I'm okay with letting high school live on a little longer, and university life's going to be crazy as well. That's pretty much where I plan on going. If you can wish for anything, what would it be? According to the universal wish laws, I cannot. Quoting the Lorax. If you can wish for anything, what would it be? If I were, nah, that's okay. I will vocalize this, and this is actually, I think, the last question of the stream, and it's been this stream has lasted for about an hour now, which is cool, and it won't stop anytime soon. Hopefully, I'll take this time to concentrate a little more on level editing, because I did not get much done this stream at all. But yeah, basically, what could I wish for as my last question? I'm not entirely sure what I would ask for as my last question. I'm just, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure. And then, once that's finished, I'll get into the live questions as well. Let's see. If you could wish for anything, what would it be? I'm not sure. Definitely, it won't be, like, some people wish selfishly for selfish intentions. Honestly, I think a general good wish is that I wish people in general would be a lot more understanding and empathetic, and actually take the time to think about what they'd like to say towards one another, because it's honestly, it's been one of those elements that has just been quite difficult for me, in all honesty. Like, it's difficult to comprehend in terms of, it's honestly just like, it boggles the mind how so many people, like how we're so quick in this day and age to show hate and distaste towards one another. Yeah, empathy, exactly, Mr. Pretzel. And hello, Asinyaptic, or Assy is now your name. Welcome to the live stream. Empathy, a lot more compassion, love, basically just I wish people would just treat each other much more nicely, much more fairly, much more empathetically, and I wish we cared for one another a lot more. That's pretty much what my wish is going to be. And, yeah, that's pretty much, the only question, that's pretty much the last question, that was asked on Twitter as well. So that's pretty much, all we have to say in terms of the Twitter questions now. Let me just, change this one last time. And I'm going to then just continue on the live stream. I'm going to just focus a lot more being quiet on, level editing as well. I'm going to go back to the Toad Houses, see what, progress I can make there. And, yeah. Just, give me 1 second, guys, and we will be right back. Just, I gotta not rename that, I just gotta go to properties. There we go. Uppercase, and then select color. It'll go back to red. Nice gradients. Let's see, so if I just turn that off, and then the Twitter icon goes right there. And I think I'll just get rid of that. I'm not going to have that. Just get that out of the way. And then, yeah, right there's okay. Ooh, no, keep snapping that. Okay. I think I might just, yeah, put it right there. Putting it right there is the best idea. Just a little there, and that's it. Nice. Whew. Alright, welcome everybody to the live stream. Very happy to have more people coming in at the perfect time, because now we are answering all of your live questions. Alright, up next, starting with Pink Sheep 752. A few questions. When do you think 2.2 will come out? What is your real name? How do I get good at demon levels? And 4, what happened to your Discord server and will you make a new one? Okay, so question 1, when do you think 2.2 will come out? I have confidence it will come out at some point. I'm not sure when. I think probably the upcoming year. I'm not going to say much about my opinions of 2.2 because I have faith in RobTop, and I know that he as an individual can be incredibly busy at times, so I'm not going to be too nitpicky about when it's coming out. It's taking a while. Maybe I honestly think he was just a little too overly ambitious with this update, and he's putting in so much now. He's putting in just so much now, and it's absolutely crazy. Pretty much. I'm not sure what else to say now. Alright, so yeah, but sorry, I lost my train of thoughts. What is your real name? I announced it once. I don't know if I want to do that again. Basically, I privated the video in which I revealed my real name. I honestly, I think it's something I don't want to shed light on anymore. I'm not going to really showcase what my real name is much anymore. Sorry about that. I don't feel comfortable answering that. Anyways, how do I get good at demon levels? As mentioned before, well, not before, but mentioned countless times, practice, practice, practice. Practice is basically the lifeblood of pretty much. Practice is pretty much just the lifeblood of how. Is pretty much just the lifeblood of how you get better at the game or anything in general. Basically practice, and then also on top of just practicing demons, and it's very important to learn the mechanics as well, and know just how you can control your inputs. Maybe clicking methods, clicking procedures, how to click very basically you have to angle your clicks, or I assume you play on Steam, but you pretty much have to just angle your inputs as a more general way to say it. You need to just basically think of some good tapping procedures. Pretty much you know how to spam, know how to hold at the right times, and yeah, just a bunch of those procedures, pretty much. Just those methods, those implications, if you will. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say there. And I hope that helped you out as much as it could. So that's pretty much it in terms of that. And now for the final question, what happened to your Discord server? It will actually be deleted at the end of the stream. It's been discontinued though. No more invite links are for it. I pretty much killed off my server. I made it so I set it so that people no one can make more invite links, but the people who are in the server are still in it. But pretty much no one chats there anymore. Basically, what happened to my Discord server, I feel like it was just getting way too difficult to manage. I don't speak on Discord anymore. Other than just private DMs and all that. Pretty much the only time I spoke in a server was in April. The last time, the last time I can recall speaking in a server such as that. It's been a very, very long time, and I've been kind of phasing out of the Discord culture as a whole, and it's kind of unfortunate, but I really do wish things were different, but it is what it is. It's okay. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened to my Discord server. And will I be making a new one? Not one myself. I'm not going to reveal much about that, but I won't be making a Discord server myself. But that's pretty much all I'm going to say for that. Alright. Let's see if there's any more questions. Unknown68D Plushies 1 asked Assy. I don't know if anyone would sign a deal with me to get some of that hot quality, top of the fresh press merch, because my icon is not really one that's cuddly. It's a lot more spiky. It's not a cuddly plushie like the delightful Juniper plushies are. Unfortunately, it's just it won't be coming. Pretty much, I don't think so. Alright, so let's see if there's any more questions here. Who or what inspired you to be positive? As I mentioned before, it was primarily GD Juniper, and then it was then after that, a lot of quote accounts started following me, so I followed a lot of quote accounts back. And yeah, basically, I just gained and developed an understanding. Just basically, Juniper's community primarily is who inspired me to be positive. Alright. If you'd like to basically, if anyone else has any questions to ask, feel free to put them in the chat. I for one am going to be focusing on level editing for a little while, and I will just be waiting for some questions to come in. So feel free to let me know if you have anything. Alright, let's see here. Because this takes a lot more concentration than I initially thought. Alright. Where were you on March 19th, 2018, specifically at 9:23 p.m. with the time being Pacific Eastern Time? March 19th, Huh? Probably in my room, in all honesty. I'm pretty sure. What day? Can you give me a little more information? What day might have that been? What day might have that been, Red Penguin? Okay, so where's my point? I think just below there, yeah. So I can see just up to there. See just up to there. I'll mark that. Yeah, I think that's about good. That's about right. All right. I forgot I add mod. That's okay. Yeah, rip on territory. How do I properly use the GD editor? I am not one to be in that position. I barely know the GD editor myself after all these years. Yeah, just been quite a bit tricky. When unknown territory is being deleted? Oh no, GeoBlitz, I'm deleting it at the end of this stream. So you will, everyone here will see me delete unknown territory live. Everyone in the stream at the end. That's what I meant to say. If I didn't make that clear. Oh shoot. Gotta get that. Let's see. Say the meteorites left. Ooh. That's not good. Alright, so 1, 2. There we go. Let's see. That's a little tricky. Okay, it's, yeah, specific time, but it's getting deleted at the end of the stream, pretty much. Have you tried playing Bloodlust or Bloodbath? How far did you get on the level? I think I got 1% on Bloodlust and about 5 or 6% on Bloodbath. Your thoughts on EBW's new color scheme? He can go for whatever color scheme he would like. I'm not... It was primarily red and white before, and I pretty much used very similar icons to his. But yeah, his new color scheme, he can choose whatever he'd like to. It's entirely his call. What phone do you use, Unknown? I use an iPhone 6S. That's the phone I use. Alright, if the FBI came knocking on my door, should I answer them or jump out the window? They wouldn't knock at your door, I don't think. I don't know if that's their style. I mean, who am I to know? I don't know. I don't know how the FBI knocks on doors. I assume there was a special force that just, that pretty much just breaks into, the house, pretty much. And we're referring, if we're referring in reference to the meme, I think. There we go. That was a better run. Now. Alright. And that's pretty much it there. I can barely see. Maybe I can test it in a different way. Like, this. Okay. They probably break the door down, yeah. I don't think, when will you do videos on Mario Kart Wii? I don't know if I'll ever do videos on Mario Kart Wii. I have a CTGP actually installed on my Wii. Although I've rarely played it, like once or twice I may have. But, yeah. Nothing too special there. But hopefully at some point, that would be cool. That's not supported. Yikes. That's okay, though. Oops. Okay, yeah. Will you teach me how to hook up my iPhone to my Windows computer? It's literally just with the USB cable. I'm using, on my Mac, I'm literally using the Windows interface. So, that's pretty much how I have it there. So it's not much, not much there. Yeah, no, like, recording stuff, you probably may have to, you'll probably have to find some, software that, basically has, mirroring, pretty much. I'm not entirely sure how to help you out there. I'm not familiar with, recording mobile devices using a computer. I think it would be okay if you just, recorded using your phone's recording and then transfer it. You can, transfer it either via YouTube or, I'm not sure what the way, because I know, if you just upload it to Google Drive, it, automatically converts 60 FPS videos into 30 FPS. Maybe what you could do is upload it to YouTube privately, then use a YouTube to, MP4 converter for, 60 FPS, and then if you can find a tool like that, I might be able to, link you one as well, and then from there you can, use it. Pretty much. Custom graphics do not load here for some reason. I wish they did. I really wish they did. So I could see these meteors, pretty much. Send it over a person over Discord and download it? Well, that depends on the file size, too. What is the 15th letter in anti-establishmentarianism? 15th letter, well, we'll just search that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 15th letter is S, I believe. Have you seen Sheer Madness? No, I haven't. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what you refer to as Sheer Madness, or Sheen Madness. Yeah, Sheer Madness. That I'm not sure about. Anyways, I think I'm going to go back to the Toad Houses now. Let me finally see if I can figure out how to change the level's name. Alright. That is not where I meant to go. One Up House. That's where I meant to go. Where did your GD icon come from? I took great inspiration from EVW. Pretty much what he did was... he continued on... basically, I like the way he chose, like, a symmetrical box-style icon that's, like, kind of indented on the sides, but then it's jutting out at the corners, and I just really like that style of icon, similar to EVW. And then my newer one, that you see in the thumbnail, when he changed, I changed too. I just copied, once again. And that was pretty much it. Alright, so let me just check these layers. We just have to go to room 1. Just do that. There we go. That's it there. Now I just continue on here. How did you meet Junie? I discovered her channel actually through her Insanity stream. Then I then when I actually saw her content, I decided to stick around and try to get, basically, it all started with, just trying to, I wanted to do a shout out for her because I really was interested in her content and her personality and her channel. She had just revealed her voice at the time, so what I decided to do, basically what I decided to do was do a shout out for her, and that's pretty much when we first formally met. Then over time, we grew closer and closer, pretty much. Who made your YouTube profile picture? Basically Alec Artist. I don't think she goes by that Twitter handle anymore. She made it for me, and then she basically made the actual like character figure, but then I just put a background behind it and a glow. I did a little bit of glow effects, some very basic graphics design, and yeah, but primarily Alec Artist. She created the figure essentially. Let me just see here. See, it's a lot easier to concentrate now because the questions just come in here and there now. Alright, let me see. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Let me see. What editor is better? SMBX, Mario Maker 1, or Mario Maker 2? That is a very, very subjective question, and it's pretty much what you believe. So this editor that I'm doing now is entirely free. It's a fan game, and it's just a tribute to just Super Mario. And it's very extensive, especially because it's being further in development, this game, Super Mario Bros. X. I definitely say it's objectively better than Super Mario Maker 1, I would say, because there's just a whole lot more features. Unlimited sections, for example, custom music, you can create your own story as well. And, but yeah, there's some things you can do in a Mario Maker 1 that you can't do in Super Mario Bros. X, and vice versa. Mario Maker 2, they both have some very intricate elements that give both games a run for its money. It all depends on your experience, because if you're talking more mainstream, like what everyone will play, everyone's gonna play Mario Maker 2. So people will say that game's better because they've never heard of this game or they don't understand this game. But the people who do play this game, and edit levels in this game, they may say otherwise, pretty much. Alright. When you heard about... Okay, so regarding... Alright, so we'll take a moment of silence here for a second regarding... So Ultra's speaking about when you heard about Etika. I did not hear about him on Drama Alert, but when you heard about yeah, it's just it's a tremendously sad and a very heartfelt and a very emotional... It's a very emotional moments. I'm really... a lot of people don't even know how to comprehend what has happened. Pretty much, it's just... Would he have done it? Yeah, just... For those who unfortunately don't know, Etika has, unfortunately, he has committed suicide, I believe. Anyways, I'm not sure entirely, but Etika has sadly passed away and he's no longer with us. And it's just been a very difficult... It's just been a very difficult time for a lot of people. He honestly deserved much better. We all share our hearts and our heartfelt tributes to him, all of our emotions. I'm having a difficult time just speaking about this. It's not really something I normally say on stream, but would he have gone this far? I don't know. I think what people have all said, the internet is definitely can be a very scary place, and it can have a lot more power and influence on someone's consciousness than you might realize. So with all the negativity around on social media and everyone's just nitpicking each other and for everything, it's just and everyone's just like being, as I mentioned before, being so difficult to, it's been like so easy to hate each other, so difficult to love each other because like the hate is seen everywhere. Uh-oh, I'm getting a phone call. Just 1 second. All right, I'm back now, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say in terms of that. All right, so let's get back to it. Okay, yeah, it was a very, very emotional, and it's very emotional, and a lot of people are still grieving, and I really do hope that we can all learn from this, especially, and learn from this, and make sure that he passed on for a good reason. And for a worthy cause, and also we pray that he's in a much better place now. So I'm not gonna talk further about that. Not on the stream anyway. Not on stream anyway. Let's see. All right. Just gotta move that over there. Alright. Fortnite's asked Wizard Coolio. Unfortunately, no. I don't play Fortnite. I played once. I remember getting 6th place in a match because I just explored around. I didn't really head into combat. I'm not that type of person, in all honesty. Well, in-game, at least. So, nothing there. Alright, so this should be F, E, D, C, B, A. And then 1 up F got. Alright. Tetris 99? Tetris 99. I don't have a Switch, so I've never played it. I've rarely ever played Tetris. I'm probably not good at Tetris, in all honesty. Not nearly as good as God tier Colin. Colin's a master at Tetris. And I'm sure many others are too. SD Slayer. I'm not sure who else. I'm not sure. I remember I got 3rd place in a match one time. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. See, now I can concentrate a lot more. And just some questions here and there. Oh, did you enjoy Hooniper and Foob? Yeah, I certainly did. That was one of the that was another fond memory that I've had on the channel. It was the best series I've ever been in, and probably one of the only ones as well. And on Juniper's channel, and some of the others as well. Yeah, and that was pretty much one of the greatest experiences I could ever have. That was a phenomenal experience, so many wonderful memories, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Nothing beats it. And let me see here. There we go. And I believe that is it. Now we just gotta get another brick. Alright. Okay, let's see if anyone else has any questions. Feel free to ask any more of your questions, guys. I am going to 100% be reading the chat now. And yeah, feel free to ask anything, if you'd like. What exactly are you making? I am making a 1-up minigame. So basically, pretty much how it works is I can show you right now. Pretty much what exactly I'm making if I go into testing. Pretty much what I've done is I made a 1-up minigame. So as you can see here, actually this is the wrong spot to be in. I just gotta First of all, show the Bowser bricks. I think yeah, those gotta show. Let me just, well, it's currently in development. So I'm actually, I'll show you what exactly I'm doing right now, in a little bit. But yeah, I need to finish this up. All right, so we just change the layers of here. I just reload this. There we go. That's why, yeah. G-1 bricks. There we go. I had a dream. I had a dream where I met you IRL, but it was your GD cube. I had a similar dream with Juniper as well. So yeah, you're not alone there. That was a really cool experience. It's always nice to have those types of dreams. Amazing. All right, so I do. Yeah, that's Bowser bricks, and now here. Why do people call the icons cubes when it's the 2D game? Top 10 unknown questions. Pig Sheep 752. Empty game 1. Alright, so anyways, I think now's a good time to show you. So pretty much what I've done is pretty much when you enter a 1-up house, pretty much it generates... I didn't place the position, actually. I can't do that. I just need to check here. Need to put this here. Pretty much, you start in the entrance room. It's just think very similar to New Super Mario Bros. Wii, in which you basically start in a room, such as this, and you head through a door. Because custom graphics don't load, you can pretty much see everything. But pretty much what happens is that there's NPCs that kick Koopas. There's like a Koopa kicker is what I like to call the Koopa. There's a Koopa that kicks shells. Basically in a random direction, which is basically acts as a random number generator, in which basically it can generate a random number from 1 to 4, and depending on the number, it loads a different room. So pretty much like this should be all black. This should be all black, so you don't see anything, but it doesn't matter because when you enter a door, it's a random room, which can pretty much just contain pretty much. In this game, it's similar to the New Super Mario Bros. DS, but basically with a little bit of a twist. So once I hit blocks, these should be 1-ups, but custom graphics don't load for some reason. But pretty much, as you hit more bricks, more 1-ups start to appear. Until, as you can see, this is supposed to be a Bowser. Pretty much, more 1-ups start to appear the more blocks you hit when you basically put more 1-ups up here, but pretty much what happens is you can continue to gamble hitting blocks and hitting bricks to put more 1-ups in here, or you can, as you can see, there's like a blue block around here, and pretty much you can basically hit that block to basically end your game with the 1-ups you have, or you can take a risk and try to get more 1-ups, and if you get all the 1-ups, then you basically get double 1-ups, in all honesty. So pretty much, I don't think I'm gonna get double 1-ups because I forget the arrangements. Let me see here. If I go here... Yeah, I know it's the same arrangement. Oof. But yeah, I'm trying to gamble way too much, but as you can see, if I hit a few bricks, you can basically get 1-ups, and if you basically try to risk and actually get all the 1-ups, you basically get double the 1-ups as well. Do I remember this position? Nope, it's the other one, but you can see the premise of the game. Let me see. Gotta check which ones. Uh-oh, another phone call. Phone call's coming in hot today. I'll be right back. Alright, so we are back. There we go, sorry about that. Just do that again. Ooh. And then you can also just walk out as well. Let me see if I can get a good arrangement here. If I just deactivate that. I'm gonna try getting this. But pretty much, it's just... I gotta check the arrangements. I'm always getting these rooms, though, so... It's that one again. Oof. Why isn't it loading the other rooms, either? That's a little strange. It should be loading, like, rooms 3 or 4. That might be a different one, actually. Yeah, finally, we got a smaller room now. So, as you can see... So, I'm just gonna collect these two, and then as you can see, once I hit this block, basically the game ends, and you get the 1-ups you have. So, the Bowser block was right here. If I were to basically hit these 5, I'd basically get double the 1-ups, essentially. And then, you get a victory, like a little victory sound effect. Ooh, I think it was the same one. I think, like, because I can kind of, see it there, you can see for a brief moment, where the Koopa kicks. If you have a very keen eye, you can actually memorize the layouts, but it's quite difficult. So as you can see here, once I hit this block, basically everything's going to fall, and I'm gonna get 10 1-ups. And that's pretty much it. I also, I shared this also on Twitter as well. Phone calls be like ring ring boy. Yeah, it helps when you have a house phone right next to you. That's always nice, isn't it? But yeah, that's pretty much the entire premise. So I believe this works. This works as it should. So now I just gotta do the same for these sections. And then just basically this, and then another one. So let me see here. There we go. And I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna leave that in the center. That is a good idea. That's a Bowser brick, and that's pretty much properties. This should be 1-up F got. Room 3, 1-up F. As you can see, I put a lot of, as you can see, these are like a lot, I created all of these layers myself, as you can see. By the way, are you gonna make any other levels in SMBX? Pink Sheep 752, I have made 7 worlds worth of levels, okay? I made a lot of levels, and I'm gonna be making a lot more too, hopefully. I plan on releasing a full episode. Like, it's basically Bowser kidnaps the princess and you go save her. It's like a very classic episode, but yeah, I hopefully will be able to actually release it soon. Once I finish, like, as you can see, for those of you who were watching previously, you saw that I had that, like, lava plus ice level. Once that level's complete, I'm not finished the actual game, but I finished all 7 worlds, and also the finishing up and touching up these 1-up houses. Once I finish that up, I'm going to release, like, a pre or, like, a beta version. Basically, you get all 7 worlds, but there's 8 worlds, but I'll release the 7th to all you guys, and you guys can experience what I've been working on for the past 6 years. So, I really hope you do all enjoy that. I really do hope so. It's gonna be, hopefully, phenomenal. I pray that everything works out well. Well, it sounds really ambitious. It is. I've been working on it for so long. I grew up with it since I was 10. I'm 17 now. I'm okay with revealing my age. I've been working on it for 6-7 years with like a 2 or 3 year long break because I didn't know how to put Windows on my Mac. But now that I do, and I can stream it as well, everything is looking up. It is indeed. Ooh, I forgot to make a layer there, I think. Let me check the layers. If I have F, now I have all of them. Maybe I did something incorrect. I gotta get rid of that, actually. There we go. There we go. What's going on in this whole Pusab situation in GD? Unfortunately, Colin created the whole, wrong Pusab meme because he saw that, people were using the wrong Pusab. It's pretty much, like, it's not really relevant anymore. Like, I think he saw, like, it was getting really out of hand. pretty much because, like, people were actually, like, physically, not physically, obviously, but, like, very strong cyber attacks towards people who were using the wrong font. People took it way to extremes. Ooh, excuse me. People took it way to extremes, unfortunately. So that's why he's kind of deleted the whole subreddit, I believe. I can't quite remember, but yeah. The wrong Pusab meme is not really prominent anymore, but pretty much there's just a better font and kind of an irregularly shaped Pusab. There's definitely one that's better, but yeah, you can pretty much if you download the Pusab nowadays, you're pretty much guaranteed to get the right one. I think the old one, like the old one is the one that wasn't the best, so that's pretty much just been updated. All right, so let's get some music in here. A lively atmosphere. I'm sorry about that. All right, yeah. Hi, Insanity. Welcome to the live stream. Very happy to have you here. I actually answered your question on stream, actually. So if you want, you can check back on the stream a little later. I currently have basically playback off a bit because I kind of agree with the notion that like people who like I would like everyone to be live watching at all times, because people, if like with lag and all that, like you actually tend to fall behind like in the stream and you're not precisely live. So in this way, like you're always live, but unfortunately you can't skip back. So at the end of the stream, you can check in the playlist that this will be in if you want to check out the full stream again afterwards, okay? So yeah, but welcome one and all. What events is this? This is 1UP FCOT. I need to show the 1UPs now. I gotta go get dinner, I'll be back. Yeah, no worries, Insanity. If you want to just stop by, we really appreciate you having you here. So, this will be A, B, C, D, E, and then I need another F. Let me see. So this will be F. Yeah, 2-1UP F. There we go. Set that to random. And then room 2 double 1UPs. Did I put room 2 double 1UPs? I did. And then room 3. Pretty much I just put that there. And put that there. Whew. Maybe I'll watch the stream on my phone. Yeah, go ahead, Insanity. It's pretty much just going to be continuous live Q&A. And I'm basically gonna be just streaming until I'm just gonna stream until whenever I feel like it, pretty much, because I have the day to do it. Because I have the day to do so. Sorry, just looking away. I'm still using my laptop's internal mic, so yeah, apologies if my mic quality isn't the best. I may invest in a microphone soon because my headset mic unfortunately broke, so that's a little unfortunate. But still, you work with what you got. And I try to make it sound as best in editing as well. Alright, that might be good. Let me just make sure all these are hidden. Alright, there we go. Now let's test this out. Let me see here. Alright, let's test this. There we go. And that's pretty much how it works. It's very satisfying if you get all the 1UPs. It really, really is. Yeah, Welcome, Cruise Games. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. You pretty much just saw the whole thing in action right there. And that's it. Now there's one more. Is this what you were asking me about? How do you mean, Cruise Games? Let me see. That's pretty much it there. Now I go to room 4. You asked Twitter for any ideas for this type of thing, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what you mean? Yeah. This is pretty much what I came up with. So people wanted to stick to the... I think someone wanted to stick to the traditional DS system. But I wanted to give it a little bit of a twist, so this is what I've come up with. It's basically a one-up gambling minigame. And basically you hit these bricks to gain more one-ups, which appear. But then if you hit this brick, which contains Bowser, you lose everything, and you can hit this block to stop the game at any time, so you can obtain the 1-ups you currently have, or you can risk trying to get all these 1-ups without hitting this to get double the 1-ups. And that's pretty much the entire premise of the game. Need music again. I keep canceling it out. Not the best. There we go. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's really nice just to share and really, really nice to just share this. Insanity, did you miss the live Q&A? Well, you missed me answering your question on Twitter, but it's not over yet. If you still have any questions, like it's still going, and as you can see, the text is still answering your questions. So it's not entirely over just yet. Let me see here. That there. There we go. Okay, I'll go check it out. Yeah, you can check it out after the stream, because I turned off DVR. Yeah. I disabled DVR, so, yeah. Let me see. So that should be 1-up FGOTS, and now I just need to edit that event, and then do basically the same thing. This is just a lot of busy work that I thought I could just get done on stream, but it's taking a little while. Because my mind has a difficult time of processing a bit. Oops. Let's see. There we go. Alright, take care. BRB Cruise Games. Cruise Games BRB is what he says. He says BRB. Rip Unknown Territory? Yes, biggest rip indeed, and if you stick towards the end, you will see it be deleted live. I'll probably just go over everything. Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much just do this one-up house, and then we're going to delete Unknown Territory, and I think we're going to be wrapping up the stream, actually, because again, I'm getting a little kind of hungry, and we've been going at it for about 2 hours now. But after I finish this, and that'll be pretty much it. So wait, 1, 2, B, C, D, E. This should be F. Alright, Bowser Bricks there, and that's good. I said this is going to be a separate level, or this is going to be part of another level. This will be this is pretty much a separate level, but it's contained within, basically you can also do, I forgot to mention this before, you can do basically a world map editor as well. And it's pretty much you can do double 1-ups. Well, sorry, no, I meant, basically you can go into the Toad House from the world map when you make a world map editor, pretty much. Oh, nice insanity. Very happy to hear that. Alright, so, just need, there we go. And I believe that's it. And now if I just place myself there, starts where the Bowser is. Right there, okay. Now I think that should work. Alright. And that should be it. Nice. And that's it. There we go. We are finally complete with this. Alright, and that's just the entire one-up house. So I'll just showcase this one last again. If I just put the position back here. And I get this started. And that's pretty much what we're going to be testing. But yeah. If I just continue on here. This is a random one. I have a feeling. Yeah, it's number 4. And then if I do this again, it should be an entirely different room. Yeah, it was a different one. This one was number 2. Yeah, that one wasn't good. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole premise. It's pretty much random every time. There's basically 1 out of 4 rooms, so it's not entirely random. It's what we call pseudo-random in programming. And then I'll just take these because I didn't remember. It was the middle one. And there we go. And that's pretty much it. Alright. That is the end. Now we are going... If we I'll just go to the be right back. Yeah, so we'll be right back. I'm pretty much going to just pull up Discord one last time, and we're going to finally say our goodbyes to Unknown Territory, and we're going to basically recapture all of the great memories that server has had. Pretty much. I don't know if I want to arc. Yeah, I think I'm going to delete it, pretty much. Alright. Should we record a video sometime together? Yeah, I would. Yeah, we'll definitely see in the future. Anyways, though, that's pretty much going to be it there. I will now be pulling up Discord. So, 1 sec, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad the stream's been holding up quite well. Literally, we've only, out of this entire stream, we dropped only 0.2% of the frames were missed. So, that's very nice. We didn't lose many frames. So, that's good. I've been really trying to just optimize my computer for the best possible performance. Alright. I haven't opened up Discord in a while, so it has to update everything. And now, that is pretty much going to be it. We're going to leave the music up as well. Okay, let me see here. Alright. Here we are. There we go. So if I just check out this here, but safety issues. Yeah, it's still been spoken to just a little bit, and a little bit of moderation has occurred, but as you can see here, there is practically nothing here. Because, you know, the server's thriving with people. Yeah, we're gonna delete this. Yeah, I don't know why, there's still, okay, now there's apparently some type of argument that was happened here, yep. It's time to delete this server. So I'm just gonna quickly just bring up the live chat again. There we go. And let's see. RIP Unknown Territory indeed. As mentioned before, there it is. That is pretty much it. Let me just show you guys now our final moments in Discord. Let me just get rid of this. And there we go. So, I'm going to just quickly go over just some of the amazing memories that I've had with this server, and then we're going to be finally deleting it. So, I'm going to do saying hi to everyone. Let me just see if you're currently in the server, you can say goodbye in its last few moments. I'm currently in, so I'm just going to say I'm currently in the process of streaming the last few moments in the server, and then deleting it. then finally deleting it. It's today. It is occurring right now. Right now. It's the end of an era, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. I'm playing some just some random music, so that's okay. We're just going to be heading down here. And that is it. Yeah, it's getting deleted today, yep. And that's it. Let's see if anyone wants to have its last few moments. Anything? Does anyone want anything to say? Yo, can you link your Discord server? Unfortunately, no, I will not, because there's no point, in all honesty. I'm not, I don't know if anyone wants to talk in anything here, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not linking the server anymore. At its run, the server is being deleted today. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and you're all live now. All live now. One last time. We're just gonna celebrate this last moment. I definitely do not regret making the server whatsoever. It's been just a phenomenal experience with so many great memories, a lot of great experience in terms of server moderation as well. But honestly, I feel as though it is time to move on. Some people are sentimental. Some people are glad it's gone. Some people are just some random things. Had a great time here. I did too. It's getting deleted because crew's invites were server were removed. It was fun while lasted. It certainly was. It certainly was. Alright, it certainly was. Anyways, I'm just gonna quickly be going over the memories here, and then that's pretty much it. Information, we had all these bots. We had this mini P.E.K.K.A here. I did all these roles, server titles. Let me just go to the top. We have this banner created by Goom, who's unfortunately not active online anymore. He left, unfortunately. There was the server overview. There's the server overview, text channels, all the channels here, rules, policies. I literally had to separate rules and policies so we would know which procedures to, what procedures to carry out. Because, honestly, we have to refine our rules so many times. Because, honestly, members just... no one was satisfied with anything. And I'm going to be extremely real with you guys here. So, yeah, we had to change it so many times because people were, basically mistreating us in terms of how the rules should always be set and all that. And all that, yeah. Unknown territory is gone. Yeah, feel free to do the crab dance. It's, I'm not taking offense to anything here. It's okay. We had the bulletin board, a serious channel, an extremely serious channel, only accessible by me. It was kind of like the hashtag serious, but for only, important members, announcements. Yeah, I didn't really follow my own rules there. Streams, videos, meet the staff, suggestions. I had a suggestions form instead of a... Ooh, that's not good. I had a suggestions form instead of a suggestions channel. Basically, if we go here, we can check out we're gonna give each of these channels their spotlights, just in case, in all honesty. There we go. I see you on Twitter sometimes. But yeah, there was rules here as well. Let me just check the rules up here. As you can see, these were the rules channels. I'm just gonna quickly scroll on here, so you can quickly just get a brief overview of everything. So the warning system, we have to change this channel and policies so many times, as mentioned before. It was ridiculous, because people were just not satisfied. Basically, the way I wanted to do my rule system was that, pretty much I wanted to make sure I could basically tackle and make sure I pinpoint every single possible situation that could go wrong, and basically accounting for that, and essentially preventing the problem before it ever happens, before it ever occurs. But unfortunately, that did not seem to be the case, because people just kept, some people just kept complaining on anyways, and it was just very difficult. But as you can see here, these are all the channels. I'm going to go a little faster here, just speed things along. Please note, keep in mind, yeah. And just some last few notes there. And that's it there. Now, in terms of policies is quite new. So basically, policies, just I added all that was like a Supercell Clan Wars. We had a swearing policy, a muting policy, a profile presentation policy. But pretty much it was just like how you presented yourself on Discord. Then there was venting as well, and yeah, there was venting as well, and yeah, that's pretty much it there. And then rating as well. Let me just go a little faster there. An immediate ban. We had to just tackle everything and in like so different ways, but people were and then people were yeah, people just found it quite difficult to follow, unfortunately. Rest in peace, Goom, whose profile is, yeah, away. Yeah, just the account's deactivated now. Rest in peace, Goom. Unknown tweets, basically, I wanted to mirror tweets. What's the limit on my free plan? If there's any way, yeah, mirroring tweets is, that's something basically, I posted a tweet and it got mirrored here. That was cool. I remember this. That's just fun. Streams, basically, streams were posted here. Videos were posted here. Welcome, SD Slayer. Very happy to have you here in these last few moments of my server. It was a fun ride. It's, we're basically, right now, we're just saying our goodbyes. Suggestions, here was the suggestions form, which you could basically check for all the submissions. I may want to, I really did like this model, but unfortunately, yeah, it's pretty much over now. Question of the day, I did not keep up question of the day. I kind of left it up to my moderators, so sleep or no sleep. So basically sleep, early bird or night owl, some of those questions as well. And yeah, some people, hi guys, hey Curative, welcome to the live stream. I really do hope that, really do welcome you all here. I'm basically just, right now we're just saying our final goodbyes to the last few moments of my server here. So there's support hotlines. Basically, I pretty much updated this. I remember I followed this channel, The Real Wired Soul, at one point because he had some. Basically, he was a mental health channel. Up next is warnings, which is just your log warnings. No one needs to see that. Welcome to the good and goodbyes. May 15th, it was 50 plus. Let me see, the most recent member that joined. Oh no, people just left here and there. I'm not sure how people still joined, but I'm pretty sure people found a way. If I were to go into just my server settings and I were to check, I can't show much of this on stream. Let me just, I gotta be really careful about this. Invites, right here. Okay, there's nothing here. I don't know how people got in, but, oh well. Alright. Here we go. Curative. That's how you pronounce it? Very nice. Hi. Lounge, everyone's here. 61. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye, everyone. I'm so sad. Goodbye to all. Actually, kind of sad. Gonna miss you all. We're never gonna have a. I'm not gonna say we're never gonna have a focal point again. This is the end. But no. It is time to move on. Anyways, oof. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye forever. This thing is getting deleted. Too lazy to leave and got tired of the pings. I don't care. The thing is, a toxic server isn't avoidable. You're literally always going to have a part that's some part toxic. Yes, that is entirely true, Bayan. Alright. Trying to get rid of toxicity in Discord servers is like trying to chew up chicken bone and find a pot of leprechaun's gold. Very interesting analogy there. I'm going to make the others part of the rewards. Yeah, people have mixed attitudes. Yeah. So this server is going to be Thanos snapped. Well, half the server would be Thanos snapped. That would be banning half the members. This is, think about just him wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. He'll have two of them, and he'll snap at the same time. That just breaks the world. Far greater than a Woo-Wo will ever do. The Unknown Territory Reward Series. Rest in peace, Unknown Territory. Alan Lamb, thank you so much for coming. We are currently savoring the last few months. I'm going through each channel. We have some media there. Novanic Chipmunk. Man, this is amazing. Yeah, some interesting things here. There's a Thanos snap. Snacks serving robot in channel with me because I'm sad I didn't take any snacks. Thanos sad. Alright, discussions, just, yeah, it's pretty much just, this is where I put, basically, as you can see here, more interesting and more intuitive discussions about various topics. Differs from the lounge because more professional environments, and, more casual chat, and hashtag lounge is a better place for you if you want more of a casual chat. This is much more for serious topics, but not like the very heavy stuff of, some of the very heavy stuff, regarding just, people's emotional states. This is just more for, profound discussions, just about much more serious. It was just what I had. General art and graphics, so just the people who posted their graphics design work and their artwork as well. Pretty much. Unknown arts, This is basically, some people said, like, this, like, having this here was egotistical. At times, honestly, the way I did not see that way at all. The way I saw it was, basically, people posted art. People would post art here specifically for me, so I could basically, the only reason I had this channel existing was so that I could basically have a channel dedicated to art for me, so that I can easily find it and save it, pretty much. I had a checkmark system as well. Kind of got a little lazy with that. This is probably like one of the first times I've ever this is probably the realest I've ever been on stream. Like, we had just a bunch of lighthearted fun. Now it's time to just say goodbye, as everything is done. Then this is advertisements. Nothing special here. Is what you normally expect in advertisements. Not much, nothing special there. Special advertisements is just basically people with advertising privileges. Basically, if they were like a graduate, well-known or higher, they ought to post here. So that was just like a higher tier of advertising. Bot commands is bot commands. Nothing special to say there. People are still like checking their bot levels. We're gonna see where I ended up. We're gonna see where that ended up. I ended up rank 11th, level 36. I might check. I'm gonna quickly check and save the me 6 levels as well. If we just go to levels, if I just go to Discord on my phone, I won't show it on stream, but what I will do instead is I will just quickly check here. Oh man, this was so many memories. I'm gonna miss this. So if I go here, everyone feel free to check your ranks. Edit your rank card. I'm not sure how to where to go here. I'm gonna just log in as well because I'm the owner. Let me just Alright, it's gonna be deleted in a little while. I'm going through each of the channels first and savoring every memory of it. Password. I don't know why I'm commentating literally. I'm commentating literally everything I'm doing. That is not a good idea when it comes to a password. Do not do that. Welcome everyone. Even Novanix here as well. And we'll save it, sir. We authorize there. Let's see. Let us see the results. Get premium. Yeah, Thanos is a good guy. Thanos has an interesting incentive. I'm not sure. Edit the rank card. Let me just check the standings. I can't see the actual levels for some reason, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to be just recording the server standings. So I'm just gonna upload right here. Just we're gonna just check the place here. Unknown68D now. Interesting. All right. So I'm scrolling here. So these are the server awards. So this is pretty much all the places, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep this for personal memory. I'm going through like just the rankings. Probably just like the top 100 is what it usually states. But if it goes farther than that, I'm done. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the 101st place. Alright. Let me just scroll up to the top. And we're done. Alright. That's it. I really do hope you've all just been enjoying this experience. Jukebox. So, continuing on. Jukebox was just playing our songs, pretty much. We continue on here. Botlog was botlog violations. These are all staff channels, much more classified content. I'm not going to show any of that, because only staff get to see that. GD chat. Well, GD info, actually. I remember I had info channels for absolutely everything. Basically, like, Geometry Dash info and Clash Royale info, because I wanted to unite both communities. That was ambitious, wasn't it? Text channel called goodbye, to be honest. I think we'll just hang out and lounge. Hopefully everyone's having their good, great memories there. GD chats is basically... Yeah, GD chat is GD chat, essentially. GD is good, yep. GD is the life. Media, people posted their Geometry Dash content here. Ooh, unknown layouts, huh? Oh, yay. I remember I hearted that layout, yay! I gotta search up, like, if people put in unknown for layouts, just FYI, please put 680 at the end, Because if you just do unknown, it'll get lost in a sea of all other unknowns. Pretty much, please. It's a way to just differentiate everything. It's difficult to find and all that. Dude, the server is kind of awkward right now. I have no control over that at this point. I'm sorry. Creator Central. People showcase their creations. A lot of people have phenomenal creations, also on Twitter as well. They don't get enough acknowledgement and spotlights. Level requests was... This is probably... If there's any channel that was the most dead out of all of them, it was this one. This is the one that's, pretty much no one spoke the least from the server's lifetime. GD bot chat is when I had Ultimate GD bot in the server. It was cool. You could see... It was very useful, Geometry Dash bot. It's getting wiped out of the universe. Yada yada. CR info, this was really cool. Basically, it was just explaining Clash Royale, CR info, and all that. CR chats as well. It was a chat, basically just speaking about the game as well. CR media, Clash Royale media. A lot of people just showcasing all of their awards. It was really cool. You're gonna miss that. Stats Royale. Oh yes, this was a bot. This was a phenomenal bot, which you could check your chest rotation and a lot more. Dex, CR API is how it's powered. And these are all the archives. So I got rid of co-owner and just put administrator. Rules extended. I had a rules extended channel. And, ooh, stream is lagging. Ooh. Uh-oh. I just gotta check here then. If we just open that up. Ping negative. Can't even chat. Is everything back now? It seems green. People are saying the chat is buffering. Ping is negative. Is there something there? No, not much. Trying not to cry. Is everything back? Chat is back? Alright, I think we're good. Alright. So that's good there. Alright, that's good there. And now we'll just keep going. And that's actually, guys, that is pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So now we're just going to check in lounge. If you're in the server currently, server will be deleted very soon. Very soon. In about, I'm going to say about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes. It was a great time here. It was a phenomenal run, guys. I really did, it was a phenomenal time, everyone. Some gifts, everyone. Oh, did you have a question? Ping negative, answer my question. Do you remember the art I made for you? I don't remember, I'm sorry, ZellyYT. If you resend it, you can DM me on Discord, Unknown680, hashtag 0308. If you have Discord, or you can just DM me on Twitter as well. Very great times. It was a great ride. Good times, everybody. Alright. It was a phenomenal time, everyone. I agree. We'll be deleted very soon, in about 5 minutes. And there we go. Been here for a year or two. Adios, Unknown Territory. I really did love all this time together. It was just absolutely phenomenal and amazing. Is it ever going to be gone? Yes, it is. Star Galaxy. Yes, it is. And, yeah. Thank you all so much for sticking with me throughout this entire ride. If this entire just phenomenal and extremely wild ride, it's just been an absolutely phenomenal time. Hold on, just give me a second. Let me just scooch that over. There we go. Let me just now just leave that as it was. Oop. There we go. And there we go. That is going to be it. So first note staff to level 20. Alright, so 1 beer in the server. Why'd I level up here? Alright. Okay. Love you, Unknown. Love you all as well. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the live stream. I really had a great time doing this Q&A, and I had a really great time with you all throughout these past few years. It's been an absolutely phenomenal ride, a phenomenal adventure, a lot of ups and downs, I must say. But overall, But overall, this is an actually absolutely great experience. I do not regret making this server in the slightest. It was not a waste of time. I tried to archive as much as I could beforehand. So, like, I have personal memory of it. Like, all of the descriptions, all of the artwork, all the like, painstaking typing it took, all descriptions. I have that all archived on my Google Drive account for my personal use. So I will not have it forgotten. I'll just retain the memories of everything, and that's pretty much it. Ooh, someone says set your notifications on Discord. Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna realign this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Love you, Unknown. Take care, everybody. All the hugs coming out. All the things coming to an end. Thanks for the experience for everybody. Unknown hug everywhere. This should be the end of Unknown territory, but we're going to remember this amazing server, Unknown. Oh, Dan, I didn't know you were here. And yeah. Alright. Alright. Savor this last minute. Everybody. Alright. The server will be deleted. Currently deleting it now. Currently going into deleting it now. It was the only one I truly ever stuck with. I don't want this to end. Like, no, obviously I planned this in advance, but I want to see more messages. The server got me into Discord. It was only the best one I truly ever stuck with. Best server and the best person who made it awesome too. I don't regret joining, especially as it helped me throughout tough times. Thank you, Unknown, for everything. You're absolutely welcome, GD Noob of Positivity. Your name is GD Noob. Thank you so much for sticking with me here. And there we go. I met so many friends here. All the emotions. I'm gonna really miss this server. All good things, though, they do come to an end. And yeah, it is going to be just tremendous. This is a very tremendously sad moment. It looks like this. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, I'm gonna miss tier up 2, Goom Hearts, everybody, big sad moments. It is time. It is time. Thank you all for everything. Thank you all for everything. I love you all. I'm gonna do that, and then the hug, the heart, I'm gonna go all out. So where's my hug? Unknown, hug. Unknown, heart. I just put a heart there. Blue heart man. Oh, that was such an old meme, too. Blue heart man. People called me that way back when. Back in the day. It is time. Thank you all for everything. I love you all. No more reading messages. My hand is covering the bottom. Going to server settings. Deleting server. There it is. Enter server name. It's Tori. Alright. Time to cut the music here. I'm gonna close that. And that's it. Alright, guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Deleted. Goodbye, everybody. There it is. That is going to be it for me. Let me just put this to black. Just move that out of the way. And that is it. We are all done here. This is the end of an era, ladies and gentlemen. And I could not have asked for anything better, though. Thank you for joining with me throughout this phenomenal journey. Goodbye, Unknown Territory. Goodbye, all the great memories we've had together. But this may be the end of an era, but it's the I'm butchering this. It is the end of an era, but it is the end of an era, but it is the start of a brand new one, and I'm very looking forward to sharing it with all of you. This is not the end of Unknown68D. This is only the end of Unknown Territory. I have no regrets making that server. Everything is complete. That is pretty much all I have to say, and that's pretty much all that was done. Thank you all so much for coming with me, for sticking on me throughout this phenomenal journey, throughout whether you've been here since the beginning or till now. This is a very tremendous moment, a very heartfelt occasion, a lot of ups and downs, and overall just a very phenomenal journey with all of you. Thank you all so much for absolutely everything you've ever done for me, no matter where you've been, where you've come in to this community and have shown me so much incredible love and support. that is pretty much all I have to say. I love you all so much. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. Have a phenomenal rest of your week, month, and entire summer. My name is Unknown68D, and I will see all of you later. Peace out.